All right, Detroit Lions lose to the Atlanta Falcons. All right, what was it? 16. I don't remember what it was. 16, like I think it's 16-20. I think it was. Man, they lose to Atlanta Falcons, and Tim Boyle saves the day for the number one pick. All right, yeah, 16-20. Tim Boyle throws a pick at the end of the game. The Lions have a knack for turning over the football at the end of games, and the defense is tremendous, bro. You know, a lot of people stepping up. I think Brad Holmes. I think my opinion that Brad Holmes is starting to go up. But like I said on my other channel, if you check it out, Goodfellas Sports TV, was I did a video about Sean Payton being linked to the Bears and John Lynch liking a tweet as Christmas Eve mass saying that Jimmy Garoppolo was trash. Like I said before, John Elway had a good eye for talent. John Lynch had a good eye for talent. But right now, Elway and Lynch was hurting them is the inability to scout quarterbacks, and that's what's going to ultimately be a huge part of Brad Holmes, how successful he's going to be in this league, is his ability to scout quarterbacks. Okay, obviously we see he's got a great eye for talent for linebacker, and his only played better when Collins left. Barnes have made some plays. Got a great eye for Charles Harris. Got a great eye for DBs. I mean, you go on and look at it. Um, all the rookies he brought in seem to be trending on big time. Bobby Price, AJ Parker, Jerry Jacobs. I remember his name today. Malafontu, you know. So, and then defensively, Halim got a sack today too. Yeah. Halim McNeil and Anazorki, I don't know what's like why he not really getting on the field the way he should be. I guess the back or whatever it may be. They tend to play blockers in them more. But, when Anazorki arrived, I like his potential. Him and McNeil is gonna be even better next year. You know what I'm saying? Penisi get another year under this belt. Like I said, if you're looking at what we need for this team, quarterback is number one. They talking about there was an article talking about trading back and taking the cornerback Derek Stingley. I'm like, hey man, when I actually looked at Kyle Hamilton, I did a video on him yesterday. He said, will it be another mistake? Jeff will cool if the Lions draft another DB and Kyle Hamilton. I think Kyle Hamilton is the best player in this draft that I've seen. I also like the kid from Georgia, the big dog, what's his name, Jordan Davis. I think they're the two best guys in this draft, in my opinion, two of them. But if you're not a guy that can rush the passer, you're not gonna go high. Just straight up and down. But today the Atlanta Falcons won 16-20, and Tim Boyle played well today. And until he threw the pick at the end. It's pretty much the same as what we've seen from Jared Goff. It's just the difference is, he doesn't have that rapport with Josh Reynolds, and he doesn't have a rapport with other receivers. And should he have that rapport? He had a touchdown to Cardale Hodges. He had a touchdown to Ross St. Brown. No, I don't think he should have that rapport. Reynolds and Goff rapport goes back to every season. Josh Reynolds has been in this league. What I didn't like is I thought Josh Reynolds or Craig Reynolds deserved a lion's share of the carries. Jamal Williams just don't have the burst he had early in this season, man. I think Reynolds should be the guy down the stretch, and I think they should rest Williams and Swift down the stretch. And this is my opinion. And then Kyle Pitts showed you what top 5 cornerback or top 10 tight end or top 3 tight end is supposed to look like. They played him in the slot, 6 catches, 102. Credit to the Lions keeping them out the end zone. They had 2 jobs to do. They put the brakes on Cordell Patterson in both the run and the pass game. He was 1 catch, -1 yard. And Marvin Hall actually was out there today, okay, former Lion. And then they did a great job on Russell Gage, just matchup nightmare Kyle Pitts. And if they had really, this game probably would have really been out of reach. But like they said in the broadcast, he was out for the season. And Tim Boyle didn't receive a sack. All right. Matt Ryan was to receive 3 sacks. Okay. And Russell Gage fumbled, so like I said before, man, it's just to the point the Lions just got to get better at the linebacker position. All the way around from inside to the edge. But, they played a good game today. Tim Boyle played a good game today. I just didn't like the philosophy of splitting the carries up between Jim Williams and Reynolds are not guys you split carries up with. They get stronger as the game go on. You see how they use Jonathan Taylor. That's how they should be using. And then they do a fake punt too, So like I said before, they called a great game, but Tim Boyle is limited, and I still didn't change my opinion today about Tim Boyle. He can't play in this league, but I still think David Blog is better. They would have won with Blog, but That's the best thing about it because right now Jaguars are losing to the Jets by two with almost a little less than 4 minutes to go right here. So a lot of people think it's important to secure that top one or two pick, but like I said before, I don't see a number one overall polarizing player. I could be wrong. Kayvon Thibodeau and A. Hudson go out there and be big time players. If they become Von Miller, Khalil Mack, especially Lawrence Taylor, some guys like that, cool. But I think Kyle Hamilton has, as I haven't evaluated all of everybody though. When I seen Kyle Hamilton, it's gonna be hard to supplant him as the number one prospect in this draft. And I know he plays safety, but I mean, come on, he's elite. But yeah, I mean, obviously they need help by receiver. But Amon-Ra St. Brown is a star. He's a stud. He's gonna be a star. They said he reminded him of I think Antoine Randall said he reminded him of Hines Ward. Now, or somebody said that, and I got to second that. I mean, he's starting to kind of cut down on those some of those rookie wide receiver mistakes. He's starting to be polished. You know, Herman Moore on the show he got with Breaking Bread with Lomas Brown and Herman Moore. He kind of talked about some of the things that Amon-Ra St. Brown would have to clean up because he was tipping some things off to the defense. You know, which route he was going to run. He cleaned them up. Now he pretty much unguardable. And remember, this is with all the attention being on him without T.J. Hawkinson. So I mean, some of the routes that he was running, he ran a fantastic post route, and he's gonna be one of those guys that's one of those smaller possession receivers. He really not small, but he's gonna be a possession receiver, bro. You know, and once he started learning to set people up, then he gonna be able. Hold on, then he gonna be able to go deep. You know, I just want to show a video. Hold on. Then he gonna be able to go deep. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you know, him and Hawkinson should be, you know, him and Hawkinson should be kind of mimicking or mirroring what Wes Welker, what what's my man's name, Rob Gronkowski, and then the other tight end, I ain't gonna say his name, what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? The Lions got people that be good over days. Now you got Josh Reynolds who can give you a big target down the field. Now you got to match that big target down the field. Okay, like I said, they got a lot of projected middle round compensatory picks, but they need somebody, another big guy who can stretch the field. And I think Meacham is a guy they should put in their back pocket and rehab because he tore his knee up. I draft him in the third round, rehab him next year, redshirt him, and then bring him back his second year and let him ball out. But Tim Boyle was solid today, and he did what he needed to do. He threw that pick so we can lose that game. So a lot of people was looking forward to losing that game today, and we did. And now we gotta literally see what to see if the Jaguars can close the deal. But you know, Ryan did what Ryan do. It's time for Ryan get out of there, man. The defense flustered Ryan most of the day. For the Lions, the difference was the second quarter where they allowed 10 points. They allowed 0 in the first, 3 in the third, and his last touchdown in the fourth quarter. But like I said before, you know, Tim Boyle showed that he can play in this league and at least be a third or second string quarterback in this league. And like I said before, if they played David Blog, I think they win this game. But I just think they gotta make Craig Reynolds the number one back. I would commit to him, and I would flip Jamal Williams, and I'll keep DeAndre Swift. But the issue is Dan Campbell want to use Swift like a Craig Reynolds, Jamal Williams type of back. You know, Williams and Craig's deserve the lion's share of the carries, and like need to be spelled by a scat back. If you break down their carries, you know, then they not effective. They get stronger as the game go on. So they got a decision to make. I can't see the type of back Jefferson is as far as attrition, but one thing I know about Jamar Jefferson, you know, he's quick and he can hit the hole and he got a burst that don't show on his 40-yard dash. So it's promise here. Godwin and Bucci is one of those guys that'll be good in Kyle Shanahan's zone running scheme. You know, he's a one cut back, he gonna hit the hole and go. And you gotta remember, you gotta keep him because how important he is on special teams and his potential. So, like I said before, you know, if they want to turn Swift and Williams into capital, they can. You know, but at this point I probably lean towards keeping Swift and playing them with Josh Reynolds, you know, Jefferson and Godwin in the Buki, and I'd probably move Jamal Williams. It's nothing personal. I'm just gonna go with the fresher guy. And you know, it's a scenario, and they all on a contract, I believe, except for Reynolds. next year, so you can go into the season with all five of them in a bouquet: Jefferson, Reynolds, Williams, Swift. But obviously, I think two of those guys will be removed from this equation because I think Jamar Jefferson is showing people in this league too that he can contribute. You know what I'm saying? And people see him start producing next season, it's gonna be to a situation where you keep him on the practice squad, even though he's on the active roster this year, he's gonna get scooped up. You put Craig on the practice squad, he gonna get scooped up. You know what I'm saying? Even Godwin in the Buki, he gonna get scooped up. He learned to hold on to the football. People say, well, he need to go. Well, no, first year running back, switch positions, right? You can't just, strip that ability from him. You gotta work him. They didn't fire Tiki Barber when he started fumbling. Tom Coughlin corrected the issue. And that's how you do it. But it's a lot of promise. In Atlanta, they solid. You see they don't get pressure on the quarterback. In every pressure category, they wasn't good. Stopping the run, they were solid, but like I said before, Jared Goff in this game, we win by a landslide. We win by a landslide. So, um, but Tim Boyle didn't have a report. And then also, if old boy play Calvin Ridley, I think he playing for a contract. Oh yeah, it's over with for the Jaguars. They're gonna get the number one pick. But if Calvin Ridley, didn't get injured this year, you know what I'm saying? Um, if he didn't get injured this year, I think it could be the difference. I think he at least worked 2 wins, so they really could be, 9-6, whatever it may be. They really could be maybe even 10 or something. So I think Arthur Smith is proving to put himself kind of in the tier below Sean Payton and Sean McVay and some of the great offensive gurus because he done something Cordell Patterson even the Patriots didn't do, and he found his groove. He found out what he good at, and that's just being a Swiss Army knife. So yeah, I think Arthur Smith putting himself. I think he needs a first quarterback. I predict that Matt Ryan might end up in Pittsburgh next year. That's what I predict. But other than that, I don't have no disappointments. Number two still, I believe Houston is one now. I believe they beat they in 33 seconds left. They have 41-29 on the Chargers. Nobody seen that coming. But old boy didn't play Eckler with the injury. Stafford threw a few picks today, but it looked like they about to ice Minnesota, 30-20. Minnesota is driving. Buffalo up by 5 versus New England. They don't need how many minutes they had to go. 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So, if even if Buffalo they can hold Buffalo to a field goal, New England can still get the ball back and get that and go for 2. Philly blowing out New York. The afternoon game, Chicago, Seattle, trash. Tired of seeing Chicago. They be putting Chicago in these, primetime window games and they trash. But nobody thought it was gonna be this trash this year. But Pittsburgh at Kansas City, Denver at Las Vegas. Nothing sexy in the afternoon window besides Pittsburgh and Kansas City. All right, Pittsburgh loses game, they got a 12% chance to make the playoffs. Washington Dallas is a sexy game. That's a good Sunday night game. Hate the minute, but Dallas being some good primetime games, and no matter how good or bad it is, then Monday night. Okay, my bad. Monday night is Miami and New Orleans, which is a solid one. Two is starting to come on hot, but like I said before, this wasn't a disappointing game to me, you know. But I think shutting down Williams for now and letting Reynolds run it, it's a smart thing to do. But that's just my opinion. Okay. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Lions lose 16-20. These one of those weeks that we happy that they lost, So now I think they have 2 games remaining, right? I think they had 2 games remaining. Seattle, They play Chicago today to keep their playoff hopes alive, and then Green Bay, and then if they lose out, let's look at the NFL standings. Let's look at the NFL standing. Let's see. So we're looking at Houston. Houston is probably gonna get a win today and go to 4 wins. So really, we lose next week. Houston pretty much eliminated. We worried about the Jaguars. They lose today. They probably had a number one. They probably gonna secure the number one pick. I believe I believe that they have Patriots and the coach left L's. So they lose today. So now they gonna have a number one pick. It look like let somebody rest their players. Okay, and then that's the only team that we really. The Jets have 3 wins. So if we do, they win today. They go to 4 wins. So we don't have to worry about them per se. And then NFC is everybody else pretty much head above water. So by like we might end up with the second pick, but hey, anything can happen. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the Detroit Lions post game reaction playlist. Don't forget you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications. If you chance to get notification, go live, drop a video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to make a financial donation, if I said that, Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Roll at the bottom of the screen in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate it.